Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in to Ashram Yoga. My name is Lauren and this is Sophie. And today we'll be using the breath to calm and center the mind and the body. The practice of breath work or pranayama is a beautiful set of tools to connect with and learn to manage the flow of breath within the body. Our aim today will be specifically to create a rhythmic pattern with our breath and therefore create a sense of evenness and ease. When we can create evenness and ease with the breath, it has a calming effect on the autonomic nervous system and a chain reaction through the body and mind, helping to bring a steady and centered disposition. So let's get started. Grabbing any supports that you need to be comfortable through the hips and the thighs. Lengthen up through the base of the spine and out through the crown of the head, subtle tuck of the chin. Bring both hands in chin mudra, the forefinger and the thumb connecting, backs of the hands resting on the knees, palms facing up. Closing down the eyes. Center yourself here in space. And begin to attune to the natural, spontaneous rhythm of breath. Continue this natural flow of breath as I explain our first practice for today, Samavriti, referred to as the equalizing breath or the square breath. In this practice, we're working with the four components of the breath. Inhale, holding the breath in. Exhale, and holding the breath out. We'll be using a count of 4, but the aim here is to keep the breath easy and relaxed. So if the count of 4 is too much pressure or creating any discomfort, simply lower the count. Take a deep breath through both nostrils and exhale through both nostrils. Inhale through both nostrils and exhale. Beginning Samavriti. Inhaling 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Holding the breath in, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Exhaling, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. And holding the breath out, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Inhaling, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Retaining the breath in, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Exhaling, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. And holding the breath out, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Continue inhaling for the count of 4. Holding the breath in for the count of 4. Exhaling for the count of 4. And holding the breath out for the count of 4. Continue practicing managing your own count. Evenness of breath, evenness of mind. As the body and mind begin to relax into the practice, feel free to extend the count, but more importantly, keeping ease and comfort in the breath. Keep practicing. Maybe you begin to notice the subtle differences in each component of the breath. The inhale, the retention of breath in, the exhale, and the retention of breath out. Completing the round that you're on, and one more round. When you finish your final round, come back to the natural, spontaneous flow of breath, entering and exiting the body. Feel into any differences, any subtle sensations within the body from before and after the practice of Samavriti, the equalizing breath. Taking this time to make any adjustments if you need to. But if you do not, stay centered and still in your seated posture. Checking the length of the spine, extending crown of head up towards the ceiling. Keeping the eyes gently closed. As we prepare for Nawasamkhya, the 9-count breath. Where in Samavriti, all the components of the breath are even. Nawasamkhya allows us a more active and dynamic form of breath work, which first of all is strengthening the mechanics of our breathing, but even more so is allowing for variance within the pace of the breath and developing our relationship specifically to the retention of breath. It is in the retention of breath where the body and mind can really find stillness. So we work to develop our relationship with this. For the 9-count breath, we'll be inhaling into the abdomen for the count of 1, into the chest for the count of 2. We will hold the breath for the count of 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6. On the count of 7, we'll exhale forcefully, squeezing the air from the diaphragm out through the nostrils, and then retain the breath out for the count of 8 and 9. Begin this breath as you inhale into the abdomen for the count of 1, into the chest for 2, holding for 3, 4, Om 5, Om 6. Exhale Om 7 to squeeze the breath out, and holding out Om 8, Om 9. Inhale into the belly Om 1, chest Om 2, holding Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6. Exhale, squeezing the air out Om 7, holding out Om 8, Om 9. Inhale into the abdomen 1, chest 2, holding Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6. Exhale, squeezing out, drawing the navel back towards the spine, Om 7. Holding out, Om 8, Om 9. Inhale, breathing in, Om 1, Om 2. Retaining in, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6. Exhale, squeezing, Om 7. Holding out, Om 8, Om 9. Continue at your own pace, keeping the 9 count. But you can quicken or slow the pace depending on how you're feeling in this moment. Keep practicing. Completing the round that you're on, and one more. When you finish your final round, come back to the natural flow of breath and notice any sensations here. Navasankhya, active inhalation, retention, active exhalation, and another retention. Feel the effects of the variance and control of breath. Make any adjustments to the body. As we end the breath work for today, we move into a short meditation. Invoke a sense of stillness and steadiness in our cross-legged seated position. Feeling a strong and steady base from the toes all the way up to the hips. Feeling extension through the length of the spine from the base all the way through the length of the neck and into the center of the head just above the top of the spine. Subtle tuck of the chin towards the chest as you extend the crown up towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears and rest the arms alongside the body, backs of the hands resting on the knees, forefinger and thumb joined in chin mudra. Bring your awareness to the flow of breath in and out of the nostrils. From here, we create a shape of the breath. As we inhale, breath and awareness moves evenly, flowing through both nostrils and pooling just behind the eyebrow center. And as we exhale, breath and awareness dissolves from just behind the eyebrow center, out and down through the nostrils evenly. Inhale through both nostrils, breath and awareness moves in the shape of an inverted V, pooling just behind the eyebrow center. And exhale, breath and awareness flows evenly out through both nostrils from the eyebrow center. Keep breathing like this, inhaling from nostrils to behind the eyebrow center. And exhaling from behind eyebrow center and out evenly through both nostrils. Continue awareness of breath and awareness in the shape of an inverted V. And now adding the mantra, inhaling Om and exhaling Om. At any time the mind wanders, this is completely normal. The art and the practice of meditation is gently bringing the mind back to the placement of breath and mantra. Continue practicing. Inhaling, breath and awareness move from the nostrils, inverted V, to behind the eyebrow center, Om. Exhaling, breath and awareness from eyebrow center out through the nostrils, Om. Releasing the mantra and letting go of the inverted V. Bring your awareness to Chittakash, the mind space, seated and viewed from behind the forehead and behind closed eyes. Seated towards the back of the skull, and gazing forward at the boundless, limitless space of the mind. Allowing the mind to manifest in whatever way that it needs to, whether it be thoughts or pictures, sensations, anything at all, allowing the mind to express. Here we are aiming to just simply witness the story of our mind. watching with complete detachment. In Chittakash, we're unmasking and watching the patterns and habits of the mind. And in doing so, we attune and align and center with the nature of who we really are. And that is simply loving awareness. Where is your awareness? Are you observing or are you involved in the story of your mind? Keep practicing with detachment. Gently release your awareness of Chittakash, the mind space, and bring your awareness to the breath as it flows in and out of the body. Externalize your awareness to the body as it exists in space, and feel the space around you, feeling calm, anchored, and centered. Hari Om Tat Sat. That concludes this practice for today. Thank you for joining me.